Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. So in this video I want to take and show you a real quick tip on why when you plasma cut out some blanks you may want to take and anneal them first. So I have an annealed blank right here that we'll get to here in just a second, but I've also got one that's unannealed sitting in the bank, sitting in the vise, and this is the same blank, same material, cut from the same sheet. So again, I want to take and show you this and the reason why. So the first thing I want you to notice is the sound difference. So we're going to do that now. If you're wearing earphones, you may want to turn it down just a little bit. Now, if you notice the sound is a high-pitched sound, and it almost sounds like this file is skating across the actual material. There's very little actual gripping or biting of this file onto this hardened surface. And the reason for that being is that the edge, as that plasma cut comes around, it hardens that edge ever so slightly. I'll use that term loosely. This is mild steel sheet. So, but because of the intense heat, it carburizes in that edge and it leaves a very hard scale right on the cut of the plasma cut. So if you anneal the blank, it makes the cutting through that a lot easier and softer, and it saves your files. So that's one file there. And if you start seeing a bunch of shininess on your file like this, there's two things that are happening. You're either having some little bits of metal plugging up your file, which this one's not, or it's just getting dull. But it shouldn't have those shiny spots. But you can see where I've just about wore this off before doing some annealing on these. I had a couple quick ones I needed to rip out, the templates, and I chose the wrong path. I should have took the time to anneal them. I didn't, and therefore I've already ruined these files basically for any other work. Now they just skate. They barely do any cutting work on something this hard. Now we're going to go ahead and change. And we're going to put in our, whatever you want to call it, our annealed piece here, our annealed stuff. And we're going to go back with this one first. I want you to listen to the sound difference. There you go. I mean, it already, at least hopefully it's coming out on camera, but it's really making that bite, and I can feel it in the file that it's actually biting the material versus skating. But now we'll transition back to this one, and we know that this one's almost wore out, and it was having a hard time. Now it's actually biting. So you can see how easily that makes a huge difference. So how do you anneal a piece like this? It's very, very simple. You trace out your pattern, you cut out your pattern with your plasma cutter if you're working with a plasma cutter. Even if you're saw cutting these out, sheets come from the factory fairly work hardened because of the process of them rolling it out to final dimension. A lot of sheet is cold rolled, so you want to make sure that you take this and do your best to go ahead and anneal it. So the way you do that, you've done all this, you put it in the fire. In this case, I like to just set it on top of the fire like this and let it come up to heat slowly. Take it up to a bright orange color, almost a yellow in color, and then set it off to the side of the fire and let it cool. So we would consider that normalizing. Again, it doesn't really matter, it's mild steel. The point is you need to raise it above its critical temperature and then let it cool down slowly. And as long as you do that, you'll have much better filing, much better time filing, and not only will that happen, but you'll go a lot quicker through your blanks, being able to go around the entire perimeter. Because as you can tell with a piece like this, there is a lot of little individual file bits to have to get in there to clean that profile up. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like. And if you'd like to support more video content like this, check out our website, blacksmithpds.com. God bless. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.